Daria, you're gonna be late for your audition.
I gotta go.
Celsius definitely gives you the energy. But you know who else is gonna need energy? Gunwoo and Woojin. Yes, you heard that right. The boxing stars of the Korean drama Bloodhounds are back and returning for another season. Coming later this year will be the second season of Bloodhounds. Streamed on Netflix, the show involves two boxers who fight off loan sharks during the COVID-19 era. As in this time, many people were being relieved of their jobs and were put into massive debt. The show starts with Gunwoo, played by Woo Do-won, portrayed as the noble boxer who fights his way through the underground boxing tournament with calm and collective thinking. Woojin, played by Lee Sun-yi, is portrayed as the aggressive boxer who YOLOs his fights, but somehow manages to win them all. I don't know how, but he just does. They end up fighting each other in the final round, and Gunwoo ends up winning with his quick hits and collective thinking, and later treats Woojin to dinner. After dinner, Gunwoo gets a call from his mother, hearing that she is in trouble. He quickly rushes home and finds that she is being attacked by loan sharks, and rushes to save his mother. He fights his way through the loan sharks, but eventually gets beaten and injured by the boss of the loan sharks company. He later gets sent to the hospital and gets visited by Woojin. Woojin realizes the struggle that Gunwoo is going through and tries to find some connections in order for Gunwoo to get some money. They later find a rich businessman who is willing to let them work for an advance payment to pay back their debt. The rich businessman helps Gunwoo pay off his mother's debt, but he is later attacked by the loan sharks company, which leads Woojin and Gunwoo to retreat for a while. Throughout this time that they were away, they train hard and get stronger. And later they come back to and manage to take down the loan sharks and their boss. Throughout this fight, Gunwoo and Woojin form a brotherly bond, and these boxing brothers are back for a second season.
You know, Doc, I have a problem with my girl. Like, I'm crazy in love with her. I also want her back, but she just makes a lot of problems. That's the biggest problem I have.
I mean, that's okay. Everyone has problems in their relationships, But I have just a perfect solution. But continue talking. I really want to know more about what's your problems that you guys are facing.
So, Doc, the problem is, as our communication, I really can't seem to talk to her, and she really doesn't want to talk to me. So I don't know what to do.
You see, I didn't go to school for nothing. But you went to the therapy appointment for nothing. Thanks for the $600. But my solution to you is this.
What is this?
Well, it's a game It Takes Two. Because it takes
Oh.
two of you guys.
Oh,
build
it
this
takes
relationship.
two.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't get it.
Just play the game and it'll fix all your problems. And it's only $30. Pay up.
Ma'am, I paid you $600. I'm happy. It actually worked. This console right here and this disc, which is for PS4, somehow this console read this card, but oh well, whatever. It still worked. So help my relationship. Thank you very much, sir.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Hello, you don't need to bow. I'm Cutie the elephant, Rose's best friend. Do you want some cookies?
I actually... I kinda do. Oh.
Cutie, what are you doing? Let's kill her.
Kill me? Why do you want to kill me?
Oh, no. We don't want to kill you. We just kind of have to. Just a little bit.
So you see, this game kind of has some little dark twist to it, where you have to kill a plush elephant just so they could have their daughter's attention, so they could become back to humans. But the whole point is that you have different and fun missions like this, and they could be very hilarious to do together. Because at the end of the day, it takes two to really follow through a plan and work things out. And aside from killing, you could do fun things by flying in underpants. Literally. But instead of flying the underpants, you could crash it.
These new releases have not only gained the interest of many high school teenagers, but were able to expand rapidly over time. While high schoolers might think that they have their lifetime to enjoy these new releases, they have yet to realize that the fun might come to an end, as Phil Murphy, the governor of New Jersey, wants to implement a new cell phone ban policy throughout all New Jersey schools. Phil Murphy says that cell phones are fueling a rise in cyberbullying, and they are making it incredibly difficult for our kids not only to learn, but to retain the substance of what they learn. Governor Phil Murphy believes that the constant use of these cell phones has led to a detrimental effect on students' health, and as a result, Governor Phil Murphy is working on a $3 million proposal that prevents students from having access to their phones throughout school hours. By investing in these small pouches that stores students' cell phones until the end of the day. He says, "We're going to put money on the line to make this happen faster in other districts." He says that this will direct school districts across New Jersey to adopt policies that ban cell phones from our K-12 classrooms and help establish phone-free schools. Governor Phil Murphy wants to ensure that these cell phones are not actually a distraction that hinders students' education. Due to the increased number of students failing academically, he wants students to use their school hours to truly learn something that they can benefit from in the future. Restricting the use of these phones in schools will help students academically, physically, and mentally. This sparks the question, what do parents and students think about this new policy, and what can be possibly done instead?
You've got a mental health crisis that among youth that was only exacerbated with the pandemic. I've seen it with our 4 kids in terms of how much they're on phones. It's probably contributing to stress and mental health challenges. In a school setting, it's taking too much attention away from why the kids are there in the first place. And if we can envision reversing that, bending that curve in the right direction, you could see huge positive impacts. Less stress, less mental health challenges, better performance academically, better social skills, etc.
Because of this new cell phone ban policy that Governor Phil Murphy wants to implement throughout all New Jersey schools, this has become an ongoing debate for both parents and youth as of February 19, 2025. Jennings said, "Some critics of cell phone bans in schools, including parents and students, say they're concerned with being unable to communicate with family members during an emergency. Parents are concerned about the efficiency of this new policy in regards to sudden emergency. They believe that students should have access to their phones at all times in case an emergency occurs. One school, according to Governor Phil Murphy, has already implemented the policy. He shares that while Woodbury Junior Senior High School has restricted students from having access to their cell phones throughout school hours, students are still able to use their phones in case of an emergency. We have less fights, less cyber harassment, less distractions in general," Principal Dwayne Dobbins Jr. says. Because students don't have access to their phones throughout school hours, they are able to focus in class and perform much better academically.
Where it gives you energy to go to audition and not be a bum. Not now, when I go in.
I'm recording.
Do it this way. Yeah. Are you recording? No, it's not. It's done. We're done. Bro. Thank you.
Oh, Doc. What is this?
Can you stop?